Have you ever noticed how worry actually feels in your physical body? It isn't just an abstract thought swirling around in your head. It is a physical contraction, a tightening of the jaw, a shallowing of your breath, a heavy, cold weight dragging down your chest. Solomon observed this exact somatic phenomenon and wrote, "Anxiety in the heart of man weighs it down." The ancient Hebrew word used here for anxiety is closely tied to the idea of a heavy burden that restricts the flow of life. When we worry, our consciousness is split. Our physical body remains stranded here in the present, while our attention is pulled into a hypothetical future. We become like a slave, constantly scanning the horizon for invisible threats, completely blind to the reality of the ground beneath our feet. But what if this constant vigilance is actually an illusion? In his spiritual classic, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle wrote a liberating truth. Worry pretends to be necessary, but serves no useful purpose. Our minds trick us into believing that if we stop worrying, we are being irresponsible or unsafe. We mistake worry for preparation and fear for vigilance. Look closely at this optical illusion, the Rubin vase. Your brain's visual cortex cannot see both the golden vase and the two dark faces simultaneously. It has to choose. In the exact same way, your mind cannot hold a state of compulsive worry and a state of deep, creative presence at the same time. Attention is your life's currency. What you feed with your attention is what becomes your reality. Look at these fragmented black shapes. When you gaze at them, your brain automatically constructs a white, luminous star in the center. But if you look closer, you realize there are no lines drawing that star. It doesn't actually exist on the page. Your mind projected it to make sense of the incomplete data. This is exactly how chronic anxiety operates. We take incomplete data from our bank accounts, our relationships, or the daily news, and we construct a terrifying, illusory future. We then live in a constant state of defense against a phantom we created ourselves. We become mind-identified. This is He-Chi's masterpiece, The Flight into Egypt. Observe the stark, black lines cutting violently through the vibrant colors. They disrupt the figures, making the scene look like a broken mirror. This painting represents the ultimate disruption of plans. Joseph had to abruptly abandon his home, his career and his security to flee into the dark, barren desert of Egypt to protect his family from the wrath of King Herod. But look at their faces. Despite the chaotic, clashing colors and jagged angles, there is no panic. There is a profound, quiet obedience. Joseph did not waste his energy breaking the mirror of his circumstances. He surrendered his ego's need for control, anchored himself in the now, and took the next practical step forward. He didn't fight the wind. He adjusted his sails. Sometimes the only way to find peace is to step completely out of the noise. This abstract painting by Barnett Newman is titled Abraham. It is a massive, dark canvas cut by a single, vertical line he called a zip. In Jewish mysticism, there is an ancient name for God, Makam. It literally translates to place or presence, the ultimate, unchanging space that hosts all existence. Newman hoped such a place would be created between his art and the viewer. The vertical line is the timeless now slicing through the horizontal, heavy burden of past and future. When you look into this darkness, do not analyze, just be. We return to King Solomon's proverb, Anxiety in the heart of man weighs it down, but a good word makes it glad. Your homework for today is simple. Grab a notebook. Write down this single question. Am I at ease in this moment? What is lacking right now? Don't try to answer it with your head. Just write it down. Feel the stillness of your breath and observe the shift. In our next episode, we are going to explore the talking notebook protocol, how a physical pen and paper can become a scalpel to safely chisel away your false social mask. Subscribe. Leave a comment with what you saw in the empty space today, and join us on this journey of personal evolution. Be still, and remember, you are already whole.